I don't know. Sorry, everybody, but I don't know about how much stream there's gonna be today. If I think I fixed it, but we'll see. Okay, so let's. I had a what do you call it in the background? I had some a snow overlay running in the background, and it was just continuing to use more and more and more VRAM. So we had to get rid of it. Hopefully. Oh, I don't know why that doesn't work, but okay. Yeah, he left. I figured he would. Most people leave when they don't know if it's coming back, so. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it was just I had a snow overlay that I thought would help the stream be more in in tune with the season, but it because it was just running like a loop over and over and over. It was just continuing to use more and more VRAM. It wasn't going, you know how memory usage as you play a game, it goes up and down like that, but it wasn't going up and down, it was just going up. So we're gonna see. I'm just sitting here and watching the VRAM go up. Come on, it goes up. It's going. There, okay, it's going up and down like it's supposed to, so. So now we just gotta wait for, thing is, I didn't have this problem the other. Well, I didn't have this running the last time I streamed either, the snow overlay. Come Come on, people, let me out. Okay, so we are going to see how it goes. Yeah, okay, we're going to do F11. There, we don't need that running anymore. Oops. Oh, shit, okay. Oh, screw it. I'm not. Cause I don't. I have Truckin running, but the stream didn't hook it, so. Oh. Here, we're gonna do an illegal U-turn because we're supposed to turn around. I know. It's only the second thing I've done illegal in the stream. No big deal. Haven't gotten any tickets for it. Well, if the stream crashes again, that's gonna be the end of the stream for the day. So we're gonna hope that it doesn't crash again. What? Okay, that's alright. What the heck is going on here? Why is... I don't know. For some reason, the stream is being broadcast at 7,500 bitrate all. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. The internet that we got can handle it. Should be able to just put it that way. Oh, yeah. Thing is, I've had that snow overlay run in the background before. Never had that much of a problem. Of course, I was never running this much up. I was never running a real high settings in game or in stream before either. Plus the fact before we were running NVIDIA, now we're running AMD, so. What the hell is going on here? The bitrate is all over the freaking place. check something real quick. Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna try watching the stream. Okay. Watching. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just that stuff is going on. Come on. I'm not used to this graphics card yet, so therefore when stuff goes wrong, I'm trying to figure out what the heck it is. I've never had an AMD graphics card before. And the fact that I have a new brand of graphics card, and the fact that we're trying to stream with it, which I've never done before. Yep, it does. We'll see. With NVIDIA, you had one set of settings for no matter how many streams you did. You set up your Twitch stream, and NVIDIA just carried everything over to YouTube. But now with AMD, you have a whole bunch of shit. What? I didn't see any red light. Just trying not to get pissed off at this thing. More stuff that happens. Plus, trying to give people a somewhat decent quality stream and not be constantly restarting my computer or restarting the stream and all that type of stuff. Since the community is still rather small, and we don't have a lot of regulars that hang out in the stream, we have a lot of people that lurk, and when you have lurkers and your stream crashes, they don't know if it's coming back, so they leave. Plus, when we had problems with the stream last, I stopped the stream for a few minutes while it was hopefully isolating the memory leak. What? Speeding? What? Where is it? Where the heck is it? I can't... whatever, I'll take this. I was supposed to cross over back there and go to that one, I guess. Either that, or is it... What? Screw it. I ain't going. I'm not... We'll take this. We'll take the $700 fine. Yeah. So... with the settings having to be different with AMD on what do you call it, on Twitch and on YouTube, the settings have to be, we're using H.264 like we always did with NVIDIA on Twitch, and we're using AV1 encoding on YouTube because YouTube is compatible with AV1 encoding and Twitch is not yet. But supposedly they're working on it. And I was just glad I should have held back a little bit longer and gone with a 5060 Ti 16 gig rather than the 9060 Ti 9060 XT, excuse me, not Ti, whatever. But I didn't. Because if I'd gone with the 5060 Ti, I could have run RTX in Minecraft, but I don't play Minecraft that much to really make it worthwhile doing that, so. I got a graphics card that has the thing that we need, the VRAM. Honestly, we probably don't really need that much VRAM because the problem with the game using so much VRAM was not the game itself, it was the person sitting at the desk that was the problem. I had old mods that were just sitting there doing nothing, and they were clogging up VRAM because the game was loading them even though it wasn't using them. So therefore they were being loaded into VRAM and just sitting there waiting to be used, clogging up my graphics card. So if I had removed those a long time ago, it probably wouldn't have needed to upgrade at all. But whatever. What's done is done, and we're just gonna leave it the way it is for right now. I don't really want to hold up the stream by sending the, well, actually I wouldn't be holding back the stream. I could put my 1660 back in, but we're not gonna do it, so. It looks like the stream has settled down a little bit too, bitrate wise. Boop. Oh. Okay, well. Oh, awesome. Thank you, you piece of shit. Oh, man. God. Why'd they have to block off my... Oh, man, this game is being irritating today. Okay, since the light's green, we're gonna turn here. Not roll our truck over in the process. Let's just drive round in circles. See how many times we can drive around in circles. Oh, it's only 55 through here. I don't need that, okay. What the heck? Oh, traffic light. Yeah. Of course. And now the next light's gonna be red by the time we get there. Ooh, there's a stretch limo. What the heck is going on here? Heck. Set at 6,000. Set at constant bit rate. Okay. Okay. Okay, so for anybody who wasn't here on Thursday or doesn't closely pay attention to the YouTube channel, I posted a new truck build out video on YouTube, and we did a Mercedes Actros. It's kind of Christmas themed. And nice if people would take some time out of their day, maybe give it a watch. Maybe leave a comment, hit that subscribe button maybe. We have 32 subscribers on YouTube. Subscribers on YouTube are kind of like followers on Twitch, so working our way up to 1,000 subscribers, one subscriber at a time. Hello, gonna get to go sometime today? Plus, this is only what, the third stream with this graphics card, so plus I've been kind of screwing around with the settings in the game, and that probably has a little bit to do with what is happening with things. The thing is, even with my game settings pretty much maxed out, the graphics card isn't really the main part of the graphics card shouldn't have any problems with anything. It's the AMD encoder that is probably the thing that is having problems. Even though supposedly, according to people on YouTube, the tech people on YouTube, that their AMD's encoder is getting better, but I don't know. The heck is this dude in the side doing out on the road? Especially on a road that speed limit's 75. Okay, so we're gonna stop and get fuel. There. Awesome. Totally awesome. I wish we had a bigger tank than just 260 gallons, but that's the biggest tank you can get with the T680. Oh. There we go. US 54. Yep. Yesterday, I tried to play the game. Well, let's just wait. I tried to load the game modded, and didn't realize that there was a update for coast to coast. Oh, the game crashed because of that, so I updated it. Hey, how's it going? Uh-oh, I was speeding. Yeah, how you doing today? Excuse me. Oops. There we go. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I think we've got all our bugs worked out for today anyways. Started out with a little bit of a VRAM memory leak, and I think I fixed it for the time being anyways. Trying to run a snow overlay graphic, and it was eating up VRAM. So we got rid of it, and I think we're doing alright now. Yeah, really, I mean, before I started streaming, I didn't really game that much because I would be gaming by myself, and when I started streaming, I felt like I wasn't. I know, even though I'm most of the time I'm gaming by myself, but people are watching, so it feels like I'm gaming with somebody. Even though most of the time I'm actually driving by myself, but there has been times where we've had people from the community join me. Yeah. Hey, that's the plan. I mean, we have 32 subscribers on YouTube. That's like 4 times more than I did the first time I tried streaming on YouTube. Of course, the first time I tried streaming on YouTube, we weren't allowed to multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I was doing YouTube separately from Twitch, and it wasn't really working out the greatest because didn't really have anybody that was watching. So now we got, plus we have the truck build out videos and some of the other stuff that we've done videos on, and that has probably helped, probably more so than anything, because before people weren't really forthcoming about how they were doing YouTube and Twitch. People were just saying, "Oh, you need to do YouTube and Twitch to build your Twitch channel," but they weren't really forthcoming on how they were doing it. Now everybody's putting out content to help people build their channels. Oh, there you go. I'm from the United States. I'm from Connecticut in the United States of America. There you go. The only thing that been having a little bit of problems with is that when I've done convoys, is that sometimes people that I've been convoying with, they have really high ping because ATS, or American Truck Simulator, has a thing that's called peer-to-peer networking, so that the host sets up a room and you join the host game and you truck basically with me, and sometimes if their person is like on the other side of the world or whatever, their ping is really high, so they have a lot of lag, and it doesn't make for the greatest experience. But there is there are a few sites that have set up dedicated servers for American Truck Simulator and ETS2 and a whole bunch of other games. Whoa! Yeah. Nope. I do have a person who is from the UK, but there you go. Oh yeah, Nightbot. I didn't see that it was from Nightbot. Because I have Nightbot on Twitch and I have Nightbot on YouTube, and Nightbot on YouTube is being really aggressive right now. Yeah, I mean, trucking with people is always nice. I mean, it can be fun whether you're using mods or you're not using mods. I mean, sometimes you get more people to truck with you when you're not using mods, but some people don't mind using mods, so they just jump in head first and to modding or using the mods, not necessarily modding, but you got the other modders who build trucks and maps and all kinds of stuff. Plus we have a Discord like Nightbot just said, and a lot of the information that you need to join our modded convoys is in the Discord. And if you look in the description of some of the videos that I've put out, there is a link to the collection of mods that we use from the Steam Workshop. It is 3:04 in the afternoon on Sunday here. Sure, it's probably kind of late for you. Down in South Africa. The last time I did any multiplayer in this game was somebody from, I think they were from like the Philippines or something. Okay, well, have a good night. Thank you for stopping in, chatting with me. Hopefully you maybe watch the VODs when you get the chance to. Today's stream is kind of screwed up because of something that I was trying to do. I was trying to use a snow overlay, and it was chewing up the VRAM as fast as it could. So I had to get rid of it, and that's what was causing the stream to crash. Would have been nice to be able to use it, but nope. So if anybody tries to watch the stream on YouTube, there's going to be a whole bunch of parts to it because of the fact that I had to stop the stream a couple times in order to fix the problem. I am not the most technical person in the world, but I've learned some stuff from watching stuff on YouTube, so I watch Jay's 2 Cents, I watch Paul's Hardware, Bitwit, Minus Tech Tips, and all those people, and you can learn a lot from watching them. Matter of fact, when I built my first computer, I learned a lot from building my first computer by watching the when Newegg had their YouTube channel, and the guy everybody knows is Paul's Hardware used to do a lot of their review videos. It's kind of how he got his reputation on YouTube. Working for somebody else first. Technically, Linus did too. Building our channel little by little, and one stream and video at a time. In almost the same amount of time, well, actually, excuse me, the first time I tried YouTube, I did it for like 8 months. We had 8 subscribers, and we had 700 views. Of course, we weren't putting up videos on the side. I was just streaming on YouTube. And I think what is building the channel more so than the streams is the videos, because we have 32 of them. They're mostly about ATS, and there are some ETS2 videos in there, because we started building the trucks that are in the game. I mean, if people want, I might do the that one, I think it's a 113H, the T-truck. If people want to see a build out of that, maybe we'll do that too. I haven't done a settings video for ETS2 because most of my settings in ETS2 are the same as they are in ATS. So you can kind of watch that video and maybe use that video as a jumping off point for your settings. Hey casual, how's it going? Hey casual. Hey lurk. Man. There we go. Yeah, slipping into the back. So far, I am learning a new graphics card, trying to stream with AMD versus NVIDIA, and we are getting, oh my god, even though the graphics card has 16 gigs, I think the computer thinks that it has less. Because the stream crashed earlier because of a graphic overlay. Trying to use snow and trying to have like a snow overlay going, and because it was looping, it was a looping overlay. It was chewing up VRAM. Of course, I also had it three different spots in my settings, so that, because I was trying to do it so that it would be behind the game and maybe sometimes in front of the game, but I guess that was probably part of the thing that was chewing through VRAM too. I don't know. I had done it that way before and never had any problems with it, but of course, NVIDIA versus AMD, so whatever. Also, the fact that when I did it the first time, it wasn't dual streaming either. So there's another big thing too. I mean, also with AMD, I'm using AV1 on YouTube and H.264 on Twitch because for some reason AMD doesn't like you using the same settings for two different. I guess they consider them two different streams. I do not know why they do it, but they do it the way they do it. AMD is trying to be the little brother that nobody wants. Trying to be irritating, I guess. Because if they did it more the way NVIDIA did it, they would probably have more people wanting to buy their stuff. But I fixed one problem and created another. But all that stuff's fixed, and it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It just took me to think about something, and I looked it up on Google to figure out that all the mods that I wasn't using were still being loaded into VRAM, and that's why ATS was using almost 16 gigs of VRAM. Now it's using about 6. The weirdest part is that it was only maybe like 3 or 4 mods that weren't being used, so I don't know what that was all about, but hey, Whatever works. I don't know. Of course, I guess if AMD was doing stuff kind of like NVIDIA would get them for copying them or whatever. Of course. Everybody's always happy to see if we're looking at them wrong. Today we're doing unmodded ATS or American Truck Simulator, however you want to look at it. It's really easier to say ATS because the name of the game is rather long. Oh, we're doing 65. Why are we doing 65 and a 75? Come on, truck. This load doesn't even weigh really anything. It's 33,000 pounds of foam. Come on. Come on, truck. Move it. What the heck? Why are you slowing down? The trailer probably weighs more than the damn load does. Our truck is slowing down because we're hauling foam. Insulation panels. See? Lots and lots of foam. Nothing like hauling foam. Oh, we're in Wyoming. Got less than 300 miles to go. Yeah. Seemed weird the other day when I was playing some Red Dead Redemption 2 and that I was getting 120 FPS and not having to use Vulkan to get a decent frame rate. It's actually using DirectX 12. And I think we were only using like 50 or 60% of the GPU. And because we weren't really pushing the graphics card, we didn't have to worry about temperatures. We were running in, I think we were running in like the 40s or 50s while playing Red Dead. Of course, the graphics card has 3 fans on it, so that's probably part of it. Plus we have 4 fans in the case too. I'll just be glad when I decide to play SnowRunner that the what do you call it? The heat won't be as bad. Because when I was playing SnowRunner on my 1660 Super, the temperature of the GPU would get up into the 80s. Because we were, and that was, honestly, that was just to push 60 FPS. Not even like 90 or 100 FPS, just to push 60. And it wasn't streaming it either. Of course, the 1660 Super only had one fan, so there's a huge difference right there. When a graphics card only has one fan, it probably can't run the fan fast enough to keep it cool enough. Man, gotta figure out something to do with my old computer parts. Because right now, the only thing I'm only missing like 3 things in order to build another computer. I'm missing a case, a storage drive of some sort, and a copy of Windows or whatever I decide to load on it. Because a Ryzen 5 1600 and a 1660, excuse me, is basically what I started really streaming on. Well, technically I started streaming on the Ryzen 5 1600 and a 750 Ti, but because the 750 Ti didn't have an encoder chip on it, I started out encoding the streams on the CPU, and then we upgraded to a 1660 Super, and I bet you the streams probably looked a heck of a lot better. And of course then our internet got better, and the streams probably looked even that much better because going from, I think, what we originally started out with when we got cable internet, we started with 100 down and 10 up, and then they've gradually upgraded us to, I think it was like 200 down and 10 up, and now we're at 500 down and 50 up. But since we're so close to the box out on the pole there, we get almost 600 down and a little over 50 up. But it does have its. Thank you, Highwan. Get back at you. Right now, if the stream was able to hook Truckin right now, horizontal chat would be above Trucky, but Trucky and the game aren't playing nice right now. It's not raining anymore. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Now that the computer should be able to handle games that I wanted to play before, because we're not limited by VRAM or any of the other stuff anymore. When I was playing Farming Simulator, we never really worried about settings too much. Speaking of that, I haven't really done any farming in quite a while, because I've been playing mostly this and ETS2, because they're really what the channel is mostly about, because that's what people are watching from us most of the time. Unfortunately, we're not in that. We're not to that level where we can play anything and people will watch. We're at that point where if you don't play the game that they want to watch, they leave. They don't come to the stream to watch you, they come to watch the game. I mean, yeah, we have. I know it takes a lot of hard work to get to that point, but hey, people will let us know when we're there. Slowly but surely. Uh-oh, what's going on up here? Oh. They pulled somebody over. Phoenix. Bear River Drive. Let's see. one thing that I'm still kind of getting used to, even before the upgrade to the 9060, was with ATS when they upgraded to 1.57, they brought back HDR. Because now, I guess enough people were probably asking for it and using it. They brought it back. Before the game did have HDR in it, but nobody was using it because there weren't that many monitors that had HDR as a feature. HDR. I mean, that was one of the features that I liked about this monitor that I'm currently using. But the biggest reason why I wanted a new monitor was because I was going to be upgrading to upgrading my graphics card, and most monitors don't support DVI anymore. Speeding? I'm doing 37! What the heck is the speed limit through here? Well, I'm gonna cut you off, guy. I'm a bad driver. I almost put that on my license plate yesterday. Bad driver. Because okay, where are we going here? Where are we going here? Oh, yay. My most unfavorite place to drop things. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I get to go beep, beep. See, the truck goes beep, 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 beep. Instead of that song, the car went beep, beep, beep. Wow, we're in the middle. What a concept. Wow, man. Almost 344 gallons of fuel being used. Of course, we went kind of a roundabout way to get to our destination, but... Oh, and if anybody didn't know, on the 4th of this month, this state right here, the state of Louisiana, became part of the game. So now they're working on this state right here and that one right there. And they're also working on this right up here. Working on British Columbia Illinois, and South Dakota. And I know people are going to start saying it's about time, because it is. Because honestly, if you think about it, they should have done these before they did any of this down here. But I think the reason why they're starting to work on this stuff up here is because they want to get over in this area up here. In this area of Canada. Because in Pro Mods, all you have is like this little area through here. You don't have really anything way up there. Where with some of the mods that are out there with East meets Mid North, you have a lot of the area up here that's been expanded into. Plus, you have a lot of the cities in this area over here too. But when we use mods, we also drive down in here with a mod called Reforma, but we're not using mods right now, so kind of got off track. Ooh, power pack. Oh, this is the part of the JCB DLC. You can see it says Power Pack JCB. 31,200 pounds. All those power packs. Probably also known as either generators or... They look almost like generators. Man. Damn. Wow. Look at the reflection there. Oh, we don't need our high beams on right now. Damn. Never seen. Well, of course, in real life, you'll never see a truck that looks that reflective, because a trucker doesn't have the time to sit there and polish the entire truck from top to bottom, make their truck shine like that. So now, in this profile, we have 6 more garages that are empty. Honestly, I should be doing a job into Louisiana so people could see it, but I know, not doing my job as a streamer by showing people the new DLC, but there. Ooh, crack, crack, crack. Come on, red car, move it. Okay, well, then sit there. I don't care. I got a job to do, not if they're waiting for you to get your head out of your butt. $75. There we go. Man. There. Hey, state trooper. How's it going? You will hardly ever see somebody go flying by a cop doing the speed limit. Here, we'll do this. Most of the time you see state troopers go flying by you, not doing the speed limit. At least in Connecticut, anyways. Don't you even think about it, dude. Okay, what are we doing? Picking up some power packs. There we go. Where is it? Okay, there's that. Gee. Oops. Yeah, let's try this. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. What do you say we get out of this place? Whoops, wrong way. We want to go. See, you look on the map and you think you're going one way, and it turns out you're going a different way. That is, whoop. We'll be alright, didn't we? Nobody come. And we probably should get some, we definitely should get some fuel. Maybe you should even throw some money away and get our truck fixed. Oops. Oops. We're going to... Oh, guess what? We'll do this. Probably not the way you're supposed to do it, but we're gonna do it that way. Whoops. Gonna be getting lots of fuel. Lots and lots. Because we're going to be probably going through almost 400 gallons of fuel in this trip. Because it's over 1,700 miles. Miles and miles and miles. Also, you might notice something else too. That when we get inside the truck, the volume of the engine is lower. Basically what I did is I went over to my ETS2 profile and I copied the settings. We're gonna go get our truck fixed and then we're gonna go service truck restoration. Why not? Throwing money at the truck because we can. Let's see. Oh, we only got 605 horsepower. Ooh. That extra 5. What? Why do we got a 6-speed? That's weird. Oh, I see why. The 6-speed is the only one that has the retarder built into it. That's weird. Oh, okay. LEDs. Bull bar. Bumper. Oh, we don't need that. What? Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why there's a turn signal right there, and because this thing right here should be your turn signal, but it isn't. The turn signal is right here. Okay, so what do we got here? Wow, we've already burned through 2 gallons of fuel. Jeez. Haven't really done anything yet. If anybody doesn't know where your cruise control button is on your keyboard, it's the C button on your keyboard. Or if you're using a wheel, you can bind it to your wheel like I do. I actually have it as my L2 button on my G923 wheel. Because my wheel is PlayStation compatible as well as PC compatible, but I mean, if people want to use the same basic layout, all the buttons on the, I think all or most of the buttons on the Xbox version of this wheel are pretty close to the same. They're just called different things. That's what we're doing. We're seeing Wyoming. Let's see, where are we going to? We are going to Houma, I think. Oh, it's 75 here, it's not 80. Slow down a little bit. wow. Okay, maybe we won't do one more job. Who knows? We'll see how it's going when we get there. So it says it's going to be about 5:15 by the time we get to our next destination. For anybody who didn't watch the beginning of the stream on YouTube, there's going to be a couple of different postings there because of graphic that I was trying to use. The only thing it liked was lots and lots of VRAM. So it was chewing through VRAM and it crashed the stream. Because it was going in a loop, and of course when things do that, I guess they use up VRAM. Of course, also another thing that is I updated to the newest version the other day of OBS, so that that might have been not such a great thing to do, but so some of the sounds in the stream might be busted. I don't know, because even if I were to test them, it wouldn't really tell me that you could hear them. It'd tell me that the streaming software can hear it, but it doesn't mean you can hear it. Plus, this is also the second time this year that I've reinstalled OBS because of problems that I was having, and it turned out that clearing OBS didn't really solve anything. It just made more work for me. Turned out that it was actually a setup thing between AMD and OBS. AMD doesn't like you to have the same setting for two different platforms. They want you to be confused the shit out of, and they want to confuse the shit out of you instead of helping you. I guess as long as you look up the right stuff on the internet, you get the right answers. Or if you look in the wrong places, you get the wrong answers too. Still in Wyoming. making very much money today, at least me as a driver. I'm only gonna make about 200,000 today. Our one driver has already made 75 grand for us. I think we have a whole bunch. I think I have a whole bunch of trucks that don't have drivers on this profile because of the fact that this is the profile that I use to do most of the build outs for ATS, and I have not actually driven all of the trucks that I built out for the YouTube channel yet. Drive some of them still. For people who don't know, this is the T680 100th anniversary edition. G923 or somewhere around there, where the other T680 is actually from 2014. But the one big difference between this one and the one from 2014 is that the 2014 one is bright orange with black and green flames on it. Heard it or not, but yeah, only you, I know. So were you able to hear that too? I hope. I wish that message would go away, but it doesn't. Okay, well, that's good. The best part about those is that sometimes the people who set them off scare themselves as well as other people. Because if you set the time delay just right for some of these some of the noises that sometimes if you're watching something, but you may be listening to another stream in the background or whatever, and somebody does something like that, you may inadvertently scare them because they're not really paying attention, but they might be like maybe still listening. But it's never a bad thing, right? I think if I ever did get to be partnered on YouTube, where we got enough subscribers and watch hours and all that crap, that I think I would not monetize the streams, because that way I don't have to worry about losing the money from the streams. Because honestly, the streams don't really get that many views, where the videos do. But hopefully by the time we get to that point, might have figured out the settings to stream to both and have everything working the way we want it to. But like I said, if worst comes to worst, we can always just not monetize the streams and get the money from the videos, if it ever does happen that way. It's gonna be a while. Still need 968 subscribers and a whole bunch of watch hours. We've already sort of completed one goal on YouTube. We broke 30 subscribers on YouTube, and now we're shooting for whatever the next number is. say 50. I already have almost 700 watch hours on YouTube. Gotta figure out how to get more watch time out of each view. Of course, since I don't edit my YouTube videos, I just record them and post them. And there isn't any like graphic overlays or anything like that to make people want to watch more stuff, because I don't have a clue on how to edit videos. Almost 1,200 miles away. Uh-oh. We don't even have 10,000 miles on this truck yet. What is this? Everybody trying to slow me down? Come on, move it. Oh, Horizon Freight Express. Okay. On Tuesday, we'll be doing some modded ATS. Driving some more cab overs. And on Thursday, we'll be doing some modded ETS too. Of course, driving cab overs there. Of course, I guess we could drive well, actually we're gonna be driving our new truck on Thursday. And then maybe if we make enough money to do the final truck build out for that bunch there. Oops. Because there's only one more truck that's stock in the game to build out, and that is the Renault. Started out with the Volvo, went to the Scania, and worked our way down. I believe there's only seven trucks in the game, where in ATS there's like 16, I think. Of course, I've also done build outs of a couple of modded trucks in ATS. Because in ATS we built out the Argosy and the K100E, but those were kind of like experimental type build outs because I was trying to see if people actually like to watch them. And it was kind of hit or miss on that one, but once we started doing the stock build outs, it seemed to be more of a thing. But some of the modded build outs have gotten a few views here and there. Yeah, we haven't taken any breaks yet. Not on purpose, anyways. Let's see if you can find ourselves a place to pull over and take a short break. Okay, let's see what we got here. Gonna take a short break as soon as we get to park in a spot. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't do that. It's not a good idea to do that. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna... Let's see, what time is it? Okay, yeah. There we go. Whoop! Not that one. This one, dumb butt. Okay, so there we go. Be right back. Oh. That's why I'm going. Here we go. I highly doubt that this truck wash actually does anything. Let's see, just for the heck of it. Well, usually when you go through a truck wash, usually you just wash your truck, you don't. See, it says. Yeah, see, it more than likely doesn't work because there's no chrome spot. Somebody did a nice job of detailing it, though. What do you say we top off our tanks a little bit? And we will. There. $408. Looks like we have a way out up here. Right? Which way are we going here? Okay, good. There is one thing that I do not, excuse me, do not like about the T680s is the way the mirrors are attached to the truck. I don't like that straight out type arm. This truck had some better options for transmissions, because the only transmission that has a retarder built into it is the 6-speed that we have in the truck right now. There's an 18-speed, but it doesn't have the retarder. There we go. Built into it, so that even if we have the cruise turned on, there is nothing stopping the truck from doing like 80 down a hill. With the retarder built into the transmission that we have, the truck maintains the same speed going down a hill. Of course, we could use the Jake brake to slow us down too, but I don't turn on the Jake brake very often. Okay. Whoops. Kind of drifted a little bit. Very well. They didn't need their car anyways. Hey, we didn't get any damage. Yay. Just put a scratch. It'll buff out, right? Nothing like a few extra scratches. No, 4 wounds. Yeah. Just a scratch here, another scratch there. Scratch everywhere, scratch. So we are in Utah. Our kitchen. Wow, man. There we go. Wichita. Why are we supposed to be doing 63 here? Southwest Boulevard. Start of a toll road. Oklahoma City. I want to see something real quick. Map. Okay, we are going to Louisiana. I thought we were. Just wasn't sure. So look at all the places we're gonna go through when we get down there. Only bad thing about this job is that we don't get credit for doing it because we're not doing a external contract. Okay, so now everything is set, right? get to go to a way station. I get to be weighed without any curd. Ain't no curds with our way. Okay. Oh, well. RDC couldn't find a job and had to return empty. It says, well, you know what? Actually, what we should do? We should switch all of their stuff to. Actually, I believe it already is set to balanced automatically. So you would think they would be able to find a job easier. I don't believe any of the people in this are set to long haul or anything other than what is stock setting is. South, that's what we're on. Look what I gotta do. I have to check out my... Hold up. Let's see what I got here. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay. We are in our more or we're coming into it, let's put it that way. Texas. Why is this? No. 3 minutes, okay. I'll get to bypass. Awesome. That's probably one of the reasons why we're going so my hands so easily. Guess what? We are in Louisiana. Why is it 50 through here? Oh, we got 113 gallons, so that's good. excuse me. Ooh, excuse me again. Okay, well, there's a little bit of better humidity in here than there was before, but... During the winter time, we have to run humidifiers, otherwise it gets really dry in here. Oops. Why is everybody in front of me driving so stinking slow? Come on. Move it. Lafayette. Louisiana. Oh shit. Yes, I know. I just... Oops. I know, we're waving back and forth between lanes, so what? Going really friggin' slow. Because they're too damn stupid, I guess, to go the speed limit. Come on, let's do the speed limit. This is going to be... Uh-oh, come on. Why are we driving so stinking slow? Oops. parking them next to a big fuel tank. There we go. Okay, well, that is gonna do it for today. Sorry about all the hiccups that led up to the start of the stream, but hopefully everybody had fun, and I know I did. So, if you're thinking about getting Louisiana, maybe just push that button and buy it. It's $11.99, and as long as you own a lot of the ones around it, shouldn't be that expensive, because if you own like most of the DLC already, it's really cheap. But the expensive part is if you don't own the game and you buy all of the DLC at once, then yes, it's super duper expensive. But other than that, everybody, have a good one, and I will